So this video is to answer the frequently asked questions from section 2.1. The questions that were asked from 2.1 most frequently were problems 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll start with question number 3. And they're asking us to write the equation for this graph. Now, we see that the vertex has moved normally, so our parent graph is the absolute value function. And so this vertex has been shifted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left and up 1, 2, 3, 4. And the slope has also changed. And so one way to write this would be y equals, our slopes are 2 times the absolute value of x plus, we said it moved 6 to the left, and then up 4. So this would be one correct way to write it, but they asked us to write it in this form, which has a b value instead of an a value. So a equals 2, and so to write it in the form that they expressed, I can always bring the 2 inside the absolute value. And so that's absolute value of 2 times the quantity x plus 6 plus 4. Or to see what b is, you would actually write that as 1 divided by 1/2 x plus 6 plus 4. I'm expecting they'll accept this answer because that's actually more simplified. But if you wanted to see what b is 1/2 in this case. And so that's causing a horizontal compression by 1/2. So this point, which has an x value of 2, gets compressed down to an x value of 1, and that would create this slope, which is the same thing as we got. So a vertical stretch of 2 is the same as a horizontal compression of 1/2, only for absolute value graphs and linear graphs. That wouldn't work for a parabola or anything like that, or any curved function. But since this is consisting of straight lines, a horizontal stretch of 2 turns out to be the same as a vertical stretch of 2 turns out to be a horizontal compression of 1/2. And so both of those achieve the same thing. They produce the same graph. And so now we'll go ahead and try typing in this equation and see if it accepts it. And so if I put in absolute value, then I'm doing 2 parentheses x plus 6 and then up 4, so plus 4. Let's see if that accepts our answer. And they like that. Next, we'll take a look at problem number 4. And this is very similar to the previous question, but this time they're asking us to incorporate a constant a instead of b. So it's going to be one or the other, because you can accomplish the same thing on an absolute value graph by adjusting a or adjusting b. And so this one they asked us to adjust a. On the previous problem they asked us to adjust b. And so if we think back to our parent function, absolute value of x, we see a couple things have changed. First, the vertex has shifted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right and up 2. It's also been reflected upside down. And so it's right 7. So h equals 7. Up 2, that means k equals 2. The vertical flip means a is negative, and it also has the slopes are half of what they used to be. So now our rise is 1 when our run is 2. Actually, that's not true. It goes through this point. So if we go down 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2 and over 5, so our slope is, our A value is now 2/5 down 2 and over 5, and so that's negative 2/5. The negative creates the flip upside down, and then the 2/5 is a vertical compression. So I used these 2 points to come up with that slope. We can check it again at another point where it crosses right on grid lines. So that slope is down 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that does match. So then our equation is going to be y equals negative 2/5 absolute value of x minus 7 to create the horizontal shift of 7, and then up 2 to shift it up 2. And that should be the answer that they're looking for. We can check it. So it looks like it accepted that answer. Okay, the next problem is example 5, or problem 5 from the homework 2.1. And here they're asking us to match up the equations with the graph. So I see this first graph has shifted left 2 and up 1. So that would be this one, left 2 and up 1. This one's been shifted right 2 and up 1, so that's going to be this one. The next graph has been shifted left 2 and down 1, so that's going to be this one. And the next one has been shifted right 2 and down 1, so that would be this one. And they like that. And that is it for the frequently asked questions from homework 2.1. Have a great day.